Hey everyone, welcome to Judging for the Win. I'm Dave, and this is my daily ruling. Amy controls Blackbloom Rogue, and she plays a Moonmist. What happens? Alright, so as you can tell from the title, with a number that's different from my normal DDR number ordering, I've already made a video about this question before. Sometimes, especially for particularly well-known, interesting, or significant rulings, I'll remake a video just to bring it up to my current standards for production value. Other times, as is the case here, I'll remake an old video because the rules have changed. There are different types of double-faced cards, and in the past, one of the differences between transforming double-faced cards like this Huntmaster of the Fells and modal double-faced cards like this Blackbloom Rogue was that modal DFCs couldn't transform. Starting with the Spider-Man set, this rule has been eliminated so that both types of double-faced cards are able to transform. The preferred term for transforming double-faced cards has also changed to non-modal double-faced cards to highlight the one remaining gameplay difference between these two, that being the fact that it is not normally possible to play the back face of a non-modal double-faced card unless some effect is specifically letting you cast it transformed. This answers the question from the original problem statement, but let's take a look at some of the other reasons why Moonmist might not transform something. Moonmist's instruction to transform all humans would be able to transform Blackbloom Rogue into a Blackbloom Bog. It could even transform things like this Insectile aberration, which, although it is a non-modal DFC, it can't transform itself normally. This is extra wicked with things like the Disciples of the Inferno, because transforming does not count as entering the battlefield, meaning the invasion of Regatha would have no defense counters and would be immediately put into its owner's graveyard. Moonmist can't transform everything, though. Obviously, if we're talking about something like this Elite Vanguard, well, that's not going to transform. It's not even a double-faced card, so it doesn't even have a back face to transform into. The same thing is true for this Clone. Clone is also not a double-faced card, so it can't transform either, even if it is copying a double-faced card. This is kind of confusing because another rules change that happened since I made my original video on this topic is that now tokens can be double-faced. If you use a Cackling counterpart to copy a double-faced card or token, the resulting token would be double-faced and therefore would be able to transform. In addition, even with the rules change, not all modal double-faced cards can transform. This Flame Scroll Celebrant can't transform because its back face is an instant. And if something is instructing you to transform a card and its back face is an instant or sorcery, nothing happens. You also can't transform this Midnight Scavengers because it's part of a third class of double-faced cards, and meld cards can't transform at all. There aren't any meld pairs that happen to be humans on their back face, but if there were, or if you managed to make one of them into a human, this rule would also prevent that from transforming also. Now that's not all I have for you today. I'm sure there are some other DDRs that reference the now outdated rule about whether modal double-faced cards can transform, but we're far past the point where it's possible for just me to believe that I've caught all of them. If you come upon a video where I've provided information like that, please send a link to dave@judgingftw.com so I can reshoot or at least issue an errata in a pinned comment. Join me again next time for another daily ruling. Until then, I hope you have a great day.